When listening back to the mix, I was wishing that the kick drum could be just a little more deep. This is the way it sounds now before I tweak it. I mean, it's there, but I want just a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I go into my Midi here. I've already added a track. Now I'm going to get the drums up. Okay, this is all the Midi information here. So now I just select the drums only. And now I've got all the drums up there. Now I'm going to select just the kick drum. And here's the kick drum. It's on C2. And as you can see, it's just every single beat. Very simple pattern. Copy that. And now I paste it into the new track. There it is. And now I'm going to select, or maybe a better word is, I'm going to change the sound of the bass drum just a little bit. Here, let me show you what I use Easy Drummer a lot. So here's Easy Drummer. There's my kick. I click this and now I can change the pitch of the drum. Well, maybe a little lower than that even. There you go. Okay, so let's keep that. And now to print the sound or save the sound, different software have different names for it. Digital Performer calls it Bounce to Disk. I got to give it a name. I'll just call it Kick 2. And now it's going to process. This goes fairly quickly. Some of these processes you have to do in real time. This one you can let the computer do it for you. Anyway, it changes the MIDI performance to an audio sound. Okay, so now we have our kick 2. I'll just put it down here under the drums. And let's give a listen to that. Now let's add in the old set of drums that was already there. Alright, and that gives me that lower tone that I was hoping for. Plus it's a lot more energy in the mix. Let's listen to all of it. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm going to add just a tiny bit more of that kick. Right here, it's in kick number 2. Turn this up, just 1.5 dB might be enough. And now let's go back to the tracks. In my intro to the song, I have 8 measures of drums before the song begins, and my second kick drum here does not start at the very top. So I have to make a quick decision. Do I really want it to start at the very beginning or not? And the answer is, let's get creative and make it wait. Copy a few measures of the kick. 1, 2, 3, 4 measures. Copy that. Now I got to decide a point when to blend it in. I think I'll put it in measure 2. Meaning measure 2 of the song, not measure 2 of the file. And now we need 2 more measures of kick to fill in the gap. So let's do that now. And there you have it. Okay, so make sure we got our beginnings of each sound. And there you go. What I was doing was to make sure that the beginning of the impact is present. Now from here I'll go ahead and make a mix. Okay, so we select all the music that we want to mix, like that. And then up here we do another one of those file bounce to disk. We got to give it a name. The name of the song is Shark Sax Baby. Yes, I am purposely copying the idea of that Shark Baby song. So now it's going to save that file. It's going to bounce it to the disk. Again, this process goes pretty quickly when you let the computer do the work. You don't have to do it in real time. Now I'm turning off the tracks I don't want to hear. All right, let's give a listen to the song. Okay, so at this point, now I'm thinking, well, I can hear everything that I want to hear, but I wish the notes of the bass were more clear to me. I like the sound of the bass, but I want to hear even more clarity. So undo my bounce. Now I'm going to go back and redo some bass. Pretty clear, and I think what's going on is there's a lot of low frequencies with the kick drum, low frequencies with the bass, and so that they just kind of mush together, and it makes it hard to distinguish what notes you are hearing in the bass. Okay, so here's the two that are already there. When I play them just by themselves, you can tell what notes they are, but it's really deep, it's low. So I'm going to add in this third one, which is an octave higher. All right, so the notes are an octave higher, making it easier to discern just what notes is the bass playing. All right, and this particular process you have to do in real time. So now we're going to have to add in a track, add a stereo track, which is right there. Doesn't really matter, but I'm going to just put it as under the bass, and I'll call it bass 3. That's an apt title, I suppose. We arm it for recording. We go back to the beginning where it occurs. All right, let's go ahead and record this. Okay, so just to review, this is how the bass used to sound with both down in the low octave. Now I'm going to add in the octave above. It is a little bit louder, but it's also easier to hear what notes. Now we got to blend in the volume levels. Every time you add another track, the whole song gets a little bit louder. So we're just going to cut back a little bit here and cut back a little bit here. All right, let's listen again. That sounds about right. Let's turn on the other tracks. All right, I think we got something good here. There you go. Okay, and that's going to be my new mix for Shark Sax Baby.